Hi, this is John Arducci, the celeb driver. And while I am the celeb driver, today I'm not the celeb driver. Today I'm going out of persona. Today I'm just John Arducci. And the reason I'm doing this video is specifically because this is just something that maybe I needed, maybe other people need, but it's something that people need, so I needed to do this. Hopefully this is something that can reach a bunch of people who are having trouble with the same thing that I was having trouble with, and we'll do better as a team. March 30th, 3 San Diego State University students were riding in an Uber in Rosarito, Mexico, when a car pulled up next to them and their driver was shot 6 times. He died soon after. May 20th, a man started his Uber shift in Charlotte, North Carolina and vanished shortly after. His body found 15 miles from where he lived. May 30th, a teenage girl was picked up outside a Walmart in Skokie, Illinois, where she had shoplifted a machete and a knife. She attacked her driver, who ended up dying from his wounds. April 29th, a man sits down at a pool party in San Diego, California, with a beer in one hand and a gun in the other, and proceeds to start shooting. 1 woman died and 7 were injured. Now you may notice that the first 3 had Uber references, because the first 3 were Uber drivers when they died. The last one doesn't seem to have a Uber reference, but it has a San Diego reference. But the reason it has a Rideshare link specifically is because the guy who did the shooting in San Diego, I drove for Lyft. It was a couple weeks before the shooting. It wasn't near the date. It wasn't anything like that. But it was a couple weeks before the shooting. And it's basically been on my mind ever since. I can't stop thinking about it. I can't stop thinking, maybe I could have done something. Maybe I should have done something. Maybe I should have noticed something. Maybe there was something there, but there wasn't. There was nothing. There was absolutely nothing. But even, knowing that logically, it doesn't change anything. It doesn't make me feel better. It doesn't anything. It just frustrates me. All those others is the same. I wasn't even in Illinois. I wasn't in North Carolina. I wasn't in Mexico. But I've been to San Diego State University, where those students are from. I mean, I've driven people to San Diego State University as part of Uber and Lyft, So I've got connections to these people. The guy in Chicago, I lived in Chicago. I lived in South Side, Homewood Flossmoor, which was my high school, was the kind of competition for New Trier, where this guy went to high school. So it's not like I'm unlinked to these people completely, but I'm not linked to them at all. It's not like, oh, John has a special link, so he deserves some sort of special something. I don't deserve special anything, but I just want people to know that if they're having trouble with this and that they're not alone, because these past 2 weekends I've had a real hard time going out driving. I don't drive full time. I'm a part-time driver, and I don't know, maybe it might be easier as a full-time, or maybe it might be harder. I don't know. I'm part-time. I drive during the day. These things seem to happen at night in general. I don't know if that means anything, but it really has got me spooked. It's got me sad. It's got me uncomfortable, frustrated, and it's kept me from getting in the car and going out and driving. In the last 2 weeks, I've driven 2 days. Usually that would be 6 days, maybe 8 days. So, but Sunday I got a full 5 hours in, which is a good thing. But I'm working on it. The big message here is I want people to know they're not alone. They're not alone. Just a few things I want to note. one thing that's not mentioned by Uber or Lyft or anybody in the rideshare business whose paycheck relies upon it is that taxi driving is the most dangerous job in the country. It's not police, it's taxi drivers. Uber and Lyft, we are taxi drivers in terms of utility. And for the same reason that taxi drivers are vulnerable, we are vulnerable. We may not be the most dangerous occupation yet, but we will be. But the one thing that did keep us safe for a long time was we don't have any money. We don't keep cash. I have a wallet, but I don't have any money in it. I don't carry credit cards in it. I don't want somebody stealing my car and getting a wallet full of money and credit cards. So I carry it empty. But that's kind of a weird thing, because the only way that's going to have any utility to it is if somebody carjacks my car or robs me or kills me and tries to take everything I have. It's like preparing for your own funeral. It's really weird. In fact, it's like preparing for what happens after your funeral, preparing for being in the ground. It's really kind of sick, but I don't know. Another thing I wanted to mention was I went to a talk by Paul Schrader, the guy who wrote Taxi Driver, and the thing he mentioned about it was the reason the guy was a taxi driver was because even though he was in the car and there were people in the car, he was still alone. He never saw these people again. They would be in his life for the moment they were riding with him, and then they would be gone. And he couldn't think of a more lonely job than driving a taxi. And we all need to learn from that. So while we're with people all the time, we're not really forming bonds in a way. We're not really, So the point is to do our best. Utilize our friends when we can. But the important thing to realize, you're not alone. If you feel like you're alone, you're not alone. That's why I'm doing this. Just to tell you, you're not alone. Because I'm right there. So, I hope this helps you or somebody, or you tell somebody and they see it and they get something from it. It's kind of raw. No shave, no shower, no Hawaiian shirt. I'm wearing this shirt is kind of a tribute today for the people who were just doing their job. They were just doing their job. Is that the way I want to go out? No. But if I go out that way, it's okay. I feel bad for these younger people who 34 years old, 25 years old. It's not right. But that's life. So we're just here. I always say that life's an amusement park, and as long as I'm here, I'm going to keep trying the different rides. You may not like them all, but there's always another ride just down the road. So keep trying. That's why we're here. Keep trying the rides. All right, take care. And send me an email or something. Feel free to leave me a note, comment down below. Thanks.